Okay.
Got a good question for you that I've asked every driver so far we've had on the show. Current state of the super sportsman division. Where do you think we are? Where do you think we're going? Things good, things bad. Your view.
I mean, I think we're good. I think we're in the right direction. Every year there's new guys coming in, and I don't know. Like I think there's definitely stuff that could be changed, but and it is getting changed. It's slowly now. Both sides are working together, uh, and working together better. I should say. There's probably more we could do both ways, but we had a race at Path Valley last year when we had the Special Olympics race or the non winners race. Jason Moore won it, but we had 32 cars sign in, which was the highest car count in like 3 years at any sportsman race, winged or wingless, which was awesome. You know what I mean? And I think that was just bringing more guys together. We really promoted the shit out of that race because I wanted like a guy like Jay Fantasy that's won multiple wing races, incredible driver, and he likes wingless. And I wanted him to be able to come run the non-winners race, and that way it put everybody on their toes, and it did. We got a ton of guys that last year that came up. Scott Smith, which is Tony Jackson's crew chief or car chief or whatever. They're loaded. They got all kinds of titles. But, he came up. And it was just cool to get 32 sportsmen in the pits at one time. And I'm hoping this year, man, I'd like to see 10 or more races with 30 or more cars. Like, I like B mains. I always tell everybody's like, why don't you do shit in the heats? If I'm qualified, I'm not busting my stuff up to stay qualified. If I have to qualify, like I'm not there to make friends. If I want to make friends, I'll join a bowling league. You know what I mean? Like I'm there to win, and it's kind of the way I look at it. Yeah, so I think the sportsman division is as strong now as it was when not when the Springs were there, but it's as strong now as when the Grove left. And you got to think we have 60 cars out there. Do I think there'll be a day where all 60 cars will be together? Probably not. But I think there's going to be a day where you're going to see 45 of them together, and whether it's winged or wingless, none of us can hate on it. Just let's have fun and let's embrace it. And if it's wingless, let's figure out why it's wingless and not winged. Let's not point fingers and blame the wingless. Or if it's winged, let's not point fingers and blame the wing. Let's join as a group and figure out why it is that way and make it better for everybody.
Absolutely, absolutely. I think we've done pretty good here the last maybe 2 3 years, trying to work better with both series. I know Steve and I actually had a long conversation just
Sorry to hear
after the
that.
season ended. That's not the first time I've heard that. But I told him I had taken quite a few years off of even doing anything with you guys, and when I came back into things last year, you know, I realized how good your series was going, and like you said, you put both together. You're pretty close, not quite, pretty close to at least what we were averaging in the early days of the Grove. 40, 50 cars if you put both series together.
Oh, we're there because like you got to look at. We've had like the Tour Series. There's guys that don't run Path that run just a Tour Series wingless,
Right.
and we're getting full fields there every time. And I think if we could bring them, everybody together, just try it. One would be freaking awesome.